Hi everyone, my name is Natalia Willette and I am a Florida real estate attorney and estate planning attorney. My firm is LCO Law and we have hundreds of videos for real estate investors and the estate planning community in Florida. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. We have videos out, brand new videos out at least once a week. And there's always something relevant, something fresh, something new that'll help you with your real estate investments or with your estate planning needs. So today's video is actually going to discuss something that I refer to in my book as, in tax deeds, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's talking about liens and liens that survive tax deed sales. So I wanted to go over the bad and the ugly liens and what is the difference. So good liens are, of course, are the ones that are wiped out by the issuance of the tax deed. They just go away upon the issuance. They get named as defendants in an action to quiet title. Wham, bam, you don't have to pay any of those parties a payoff or satisfaction or anything like that. Their monetary interests simply disappear with the issuance of the tax deed. When you have a bad lien, that is a type of lien that may survive for a period of time or may survive depending on whether the clerk complied with certain factors. And then you have ugly liens. Those are the ones that most definitely survive the issuance of the tax deed. They're the most troubling, the most expensive, and the ones that you really have to learn to watch out for. Red flag when you're getting back your title searches prior to making your bids at your tax deed auction. Please make sure that you are absolutely engaging in a title search prior to your tax deed auctions. There's so many companies out there that are willing to provide you with a title search. You do have to become familiar with your title searches, but that's one of the reasons why this video is here, is to kind of teach you about little red flags, things to watch out for, the difference between bad liens and ugly liens. So a bad lien would be a federal lien generally. So I'm referring to IRS liens, Department of Justice liens, maybe an SBA mortgage loan, something of the sort. So it's a federal lien. Normally, these federal liens can be named as defendants in an action to quiet title, and for the most part, they will sign disclaimers and releases of their interest in the property. However, for example, IRS liens have up to 120 days to redeem the property, so it's very important to, if you purchase something at a tax deed sale and it's got an IRS lien, to have the action to quiet title filed as quickly as possible so that we can name them as defendants, and within generally 40 to 60 days, they file a disclaimer of interest. It takes care of it much faster than waiting 120 days out before you can break ground or fix or do anything on the property. If they do redeem the property during that time period, then you're entitled to a certain percentage back and what you paid at the auction, but it's not going to be great. It's not going to be much, and you're not going to be that happy. So it's good to know that they do have the right of redemption. When it comes to SBA mortgages, for example, it depends. Were they named? Were they notice of the impending administrative judicial sale for non-payment of taxes? If they were, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Again, you just have them named as defendants in an action to quiet title. The other types of liens that can be problematic are like the RICO and other type of Department of Justice liens. Those generally do have 20 years of survivability, and they don't have that 120-day right of redemption period. They have some language in the statutes that might make them survive. So the goal there would be to name them in an action to quiet title and see if they're willing to just sign a disclaimer of interest. Generally, if there's very little equity in the property's run down, or it's vacant, or it's non-existent because it was demolished, they're willing to, sign a disclaimer, and there you have your way that they are out. So they're bad, but they're not, it doesn't say by virtue of being bad that it is impossible to get rid of those liens except for paying them off. Now you have the ugly liens. So ugly liens are the ones that are protected by statute. Those are your liens that are county or governmental, municipal liens. Generally, they are collected through the county clerk for the county in which the property is located. So for example, criminal fines and penalties, and there's certified copies of those in the official records. Well, those are collected through the clerk of courts. Those are a lien that survive, and they can be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how the prior owner behaved and how much of a criminal record they had and how long it's been outstanding. There's also certain child support liens that survive. If they are being collected directly through the state agency and the judgment is in favor of the state agency on behalf of somebody, because it's collected also through the clerk of court, it is considered a municipal lien that will also survive. That also needs to be paid off in order to get marketable title. Other liens that are ugly and survive, utility liens, mowing liens, down payment assistant mortgages. So like if the city of, I don't know, Panama City decided that, you know, they gave somebody a $7,500 mortgage as down payment assistance, they're also protected and therefore they survive, and you will have to pay them off in order to get title clearance. They are not going to negotiate that lien. It's just the part of doing business, and it's something that you should incorporate into your price. So again, bad liens, think of them as the federal government. Ugly liens, think of them as state liens that are collected through the clerk of court, and they're going to be incredibly difficult to pay off through negotiation unless there may be mowing liens or certain other like county ordinance violations. You might be able to negotiate it down. Some counties are excellent at negotiating it down to just a little bit above cost. Other counties are absolutely terrible at that, so you do have to become familiar with the county actors involved. All right, so that's my spiel for you guys. You can learn far more about the difference between good liens, bad liens, and ugly liens in my book, Tax Deeds, How to Become and Stay Wealthy by Mastering Liens, Possession, and Marketability. It's available on Amazon. You can order it as an e-download or as a physical book. Again, my name is Natalia Willette, and I wanted to say good luck out there, investors.